Hey, Raph. Here's the manuscript. Now tell me where Save the Cat scene needs to go. Sit down and let me explain something to you real quick. I didn't say add a Save the Cat scene. I told you to read Save the Cat Writes a Novel by Jessica Brody, you dummy. Why would I read that? First off, Save the Cat, the last book on screenwriting you'll ever need, was written by Blake Snyder. His book introduced beat sheets to the screenwriting process, refined the ideas of universal lessons, and came up with an outline for the percentages Act 1, Act 2, and Act 3 should take up in the screenplay. But why do I need it, though? My novel is the bomb. You said it yourself. No, I said your novel is a bomb. As in, it will never see the light of day. Oh. Now listen, Jessica Brody took the screenwriting version of Save the Cat and turned it into something for novelists, something you seriously need to make this book better. How's it going to help me if it sucks so bad? Look, man, the first 3 chapters explain why we should care, how the beat sheet works, and the Save the Cat genres. Jessica also explains how every great classic novel fits the beat sheets as well. Every novel fits these? It sounds really formulaic. Did I say every novel follows this? No. I said the great ones. You want a great novel, right? Good. Now that we've cleared that up, the book is written in a way that's similar to the beat sheets and structure it's talking about. I know we each have our own favorite novels, so you can check for yourself how accurate she is about this. I'll give you the link to the book so you can buy it. She makes it simple with the beat sheet. Even you can follow it. What's that supposed to mean? It means it's simple. Now keep up. Act 1 should include an opening image, a stated theme, a catalyst, and a break into 2. This opening theme should set the stage for your story and give the reader a sense of normal. Did you establish a sense of normal? But it opens with the main character in the middle of a boss fight. That's the hook. That's where the action is. You know I'm right, right? That's right. How many novels or short stories do you have published? Carry the 2... 0. I have 0 published. Then learn the basics before you go out trying to change the world. You can break the rules after you know them. Does that make sense? We good? Yep. Totally good. Got it. Learn the rules first. Excellent. I'm glad we're on the same page. Once you've established what normal is for your character, you're prepared to rip the carpet from beneath them. But I've always heard in storytelling you start with the action. That's why I started with the fight. Yeah, and it gets very slow from there. You start with this huge action scene that's great. Then you start telling the story and give us the characters normal. Your pacing is way off. Once you read Save the Cat, you'll realize adding a chapter or 2 in the front might be beneficial. You can leave the action scene there. Use it as your catalyst. Honestly, the other parts in your novel kind of fit the mold. So that's interesting. So there are some good parts. It's salvageable. Would we be having a conversation about this novel if there weren't? Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I bet it does. So you've had your catalyst and we've broken into 2. You've done a good job of forcing your character into the B story and we head towards the midpoint. So I'm good there. It's a little muddled. But eventually you hit the all is lost before the break into 3. Honestly, man, the journey your characters go on to find answers is pretty good. Jessica calls this the fun and games portion. And the journey helps the characters discover more about themselves and each other. Plus, it's the premise and idea you sold your story on. At this stage, the story will either build towards a false defeat or a false victory. Oh, I got you. Like when my characters think they're closing in. Don't spoil it. Once past the midpoint, we have the bad guys closing in. Now, how they close in is based on whether you had a false victory at the midpoint or a false defeat. If it was a false victory, the bad guys should be tearing the protagonist apart now. If it was a false defeat, the bad guys should be closing in, and the bad guys can be internal or external. Jessica goes into a lot of detail about this, so be sure to pay attention.
Got it. The book will be helpful for me.
Of course it's helpful. Why else would I talk about it?
So you're telling me every review you do like this is going to be positive?
You hush your mouth and stay in character. We're talking about the cat, remember? Now we have the break into 3. Now your characters have learned the theme and start acting on it. They've picked themselves up, learned their lessons, and are ready to kick butt and take names with the power learned throughout Act 2.
Sounds good. What's the breakdown on these?
Great question. Act 1 is 20% of your book. Act 2 is about 70%. Act 3 is supposed to wrap things up and should be the last 10% of your novel according to the method. That's why it wraps quickly and leaves you with a fulfilling ending. At first, I thought this all sounded too formulaic. I get it. I hate formulaic writing. The idea is that at some point, whether pantsing or plotting, you're going to have to add structure to the story. The hero can't very well defeat the villain at the beginning and then we talk about how he got there. That's not how it works in most cases.
A lot of what she says fits what I consider to be the logical steps within my work. I like to get my characters from point A to point B without having to jump a shark or something.
I thought you'd feel that way. What's even cooler is they have their own genres that kind of fill out the book's fun and games. They are From there, the last parts are pitched to me and save the author. Here she lets you know that if you follow the beats, your pitches and synopsis will flow from the story. She also lets you know that sometimes, especially if you're a pantser, you'll add those structures after you finish writing the story because no matter what, a story needs structure.
Sounds like I'll be checking this out and polishing up my own novel. Make sure I get that link. Thanks for the help, man.
Anytime. Now go make that novel the best it can be.
What's up, everybody? Hey, so real quick, I appreciate you watching the video. If you could just take a couple minutes for me and subscribe, right? Subscribe, hit the notification bell, like this video down below, and check out my other video, my very first one, and any other videos that I have linked, but please check them out. I hope you're enjoying the channel so far. I'm doing my best, just trying to, once again, let you guys know about what it's like being a new writer. So, or not necessarily a new writer, but just kind of sharing some of the processes I'm going through and some of the things that I'm going through as a writer. So once again, please subscribe, please like, please hit the notification bell, and also leave comments below. I'm perfectly fine. Leave some comments. Let me know what you're thinking. And let's do this. Let's keep growing this channel. Let's keep doing things together. And yeah, y'all take it easy.